Hi everyone, welcome back to the Encosta Castle. The sun is shining, the snow is almost melted, and I'm here to talk about the Encosta Kits Big Box once again. If you were with me on Saturday and you're here again today, you're going to see very much the same content. I'm just taking this opportunity to make it even better. So this is, I think, my 5th time using Periscope, and last Saturday I intended to save the broadcast and put it onto YouTube, and I neglected to take that step. So I took it, like I said, as an opportunity to try this again and do it even better. So welcome back, or welcome now. And hopefully after this you will see it on YouTube. Let's cross the fingers. I think I've got it down. Anyway, welcome. I'm Patricia Baldwin Segerbrook, and this is my studio in Lexington, Kentucky, or a very small portion of it that you are seeing. I try to come to you, and trying to come to here on Periscope a couple times a week to share what's going on in the studio. For instance, next Wednesday we have Waxy Wednesday. 8 local encaustic artists will be coming to join me here. We do it monthly, and we'll share what's going on then. But today I want to talk about the Encosta Kit Big Box. This is an introduction to encaustic opportunity, workshop in a box that I've created in order to get the inspiration out there as a means of you in your own studio having all the tools available to you, come to you actually, land on your doorstep, and then participate in live workshop opportunity after that. So that's it in a nutshell. Check it out on pbsartist.com. But just so you know what it comes with, is all of this material, like I said, in a box, arriving on your doorstep April 1st. Excuse me. So sign up now to get in on it. As well, seeing as how you would be new to encaustic, you probably do not have the hardware, if you will, that's necessary. So I also do private consult with each of you to figure out which tools, the fusing tools, the palette and heat guns, and what is best for you based on your needs, on your financial situation. For instance, this is a very inexpensive palette, the one I love best. So we'll go through all that, and I'll get you set up with the hardware as well as the software that arrives on your doorstep so that you're set to go when we have live workshops time with the whole group in the middle of April. So look forward to that. Sign up, like I said. And also available, if you really enjoy this and take a hold of this opportunity, there is, and if you're on Instagram, I encourage you to hashtag Encosta Kits Big Box, and you'll be enrolled for an opportunity to win 1 month of the quarterly Encosta Kit subscription that is going on right now. It started January 1st, but it runs quarterly, so you'd have access to that and get to see what 1 month of that looks like after, if you're one of the winning entries. But you do need to enroll in the Encosta Kits Big Box. This obviously is then therefore anybody who has not taken an encaustic workshop and is at the introductory level, and then get in and hashtag that so you can get enrolled in that. Excuse me, I'm going to hook this up to the tripod. I do not have somebody manning the camera. This is all me. Hook this up to my tripod so that I can get you a demo going here. This is my palette as I'm using it right now. Quite messy, but I think everything's a little better that way, as well as examples that of work that we would do in the Encosta Kits Big Box. So what I've got to show you here are incising. We'll do a lot with the incising. This is one of my favorite techniques in the body of work I'm working in right now, which you can see images of on Instagram. It's a lot of the incising work. We'll also have collage going on. This is a sample board I've started in a workshop a couple months ago. We'll do collage going on. So what I have in here is a bit of organza with a pattern in it, and that shows through the wax. That's some collage. Here's another example of collage, as well as what I refer to as excising, because it's actually raised. I applied wax rather than carved into wax, and did a similar technique to that incising, excising, a little bit more with the incising work and the fill. Another example of collage, as well as incising. So these are all techniques that are explored in the Enkostakits Big Box. We'll go over textural painting as well as smooth application, different ways to get those effects. And last but not least, image transfer, which of course is the all-time favorite. I think I need to go back to this because that is not collage, that is image transfer. I'm not even listening to myself here. So all of those will be explored, as well as a little bit of foiling for metallic effects. So you'll get the full flavor of what encaustic is all about. And just to show you how that's going to work, I will quickly get a demo underway here so you can see one of the most interesting techniques. And that is to create texture. So I've already started the process here. I have taped off an area on this encaustic board, which is what we'll be working on in the workshop, one of my favorite surfaces to work on. I've taped off an area, so I just do the texture here. And the way I've created this is with what I refer to as a dry brush technique. Now, of course, there are many different ways to get texture. This is just one of many, and it's a lot of fun. Just with the tips of the brush, kind of, well, I was going to say kind of stipple, but it's just dry brush over that surface. And as you can see, as we do that, layer upon layer upon layer upon layer, it's building up on that texture and creating, or building up on that brush stroke, that dry brush texture, creating mountains of wax, little hills of wax over the surface until you get this great depth of texture. I could go on, but I want to show you what can become of that. Just one option, what can become of that, is to then paint a wash of paint over it and carve back through the layers so that you're revealing that texture yet creating a smooth surface. It's just a lot of fun. Great way to manipulate. And this was done with the stencil. So not only did I tape off an area, like I did here, I'll reveal that edge to you. Not only did I tape off an area, but I also had a stencil down. So I was painting that texture through a stencil and then removing it. So just one technique we'll be going over in the Enkostakits Big Box. I'd love to get all of you on board with encaustic. If you have not explored it yet, this is a great opportunity to do so in your own studio, in your own environment, with your own tools that I've helped you collect and get the most value from. And yeah, to be yet live, present with me in my studio and with others who join us in this exploration and introduction to encaustic. And this is also my way of getting you along for the ride for Enkostakits, the quarterly subscription that can come to you again on your doorstep, and then is also a live group where we go over each month's technique. So I hope you come along.